All right. Hello. A very good morning to everyone. I would like to introduce myself for the minute. My name is Gian. I am 14 years old and I am a Form 2 student and I am the head for our All Saints Secondary School STEM Club Media team. So for today's interview, I have my assistant here, Grishma, to assist me in this interview.
Hello, good morning. My name is Grishma, also another Form 2 student. I am the assistant of the head of SM All Saints STEM Club Media team. It's a pleasure to have you here in this interview today.
We are very privileged and we are very thankful. I want to thank every one of you I want to thank everyone for your attendance, for your presence to actually have this interview. I would like to introduce each and every one of us. So today we are joined by Puan Doreen, which is the representative for Puan Tahnia. We are also joined by Puan Artina, our PK Cockum of SM All Saints. Puan Elsie, she is our SISC Plus in RPPDKK. Mr. Andrew Chong, the principal for SJKC St. James. Teacher Susan Chin, our club teacher advisor. And finally, the three huge stars, Akiko Ryan Samuel and Nathaniel Santana from SMK All Saints, and also Ryan Ng from SJKC St. James.
Yes, so the sole purpose of our interview for today will be to celebrate our achievement of our three students in the World Innovating Science Fair that was currently held. They have made Malaysia proud by winning a few awards. One of them are Gold Awards in Computer Science and Technology, and overall second Grand Prize Award in the secondary school category.
So right now, without further ado, without any further ado, I would like to kick off this interview by asking our few minions, Akiko, Nathaniel, and Ryan, a few questions. So it's never too late to congratulate you all. So how do you guys feel about your huge victory? Maybe Ryan, you can share your feelings.
I am in disbelief because I never knew that I can win such a big award against other people who are older than me and are more wiser than me and smarter than me. So yeah, that's how I feel.
Do you have anyone you want to thank? You want to thank anyone for?
I would like to thank my mother. I'd like to thank my mother, my principal, and all my friends for supporting me for this competition. Thank you so much.
So we would like to have a deeper look into the project they created. So Akiko, would you mind briefly explain about what's your project about, your group's project about?
With pleasure. So as you guys know, our project is titled Simple and Inexpensive Walking Robot. The title is pretty straightforward. It's a, simple and inexpensive walking robot. But the uniqueness is that it's, of course, it's simple, but then it's greatly superior over other wheeled and tracked robots in the market right now. And it is also, you can also make it yourself if you want. So like, yeah, that's like very briefly our project.
What are the main contributions of this project to the community? What kind of effects do they bring?
So it is targeted towards search and rescue teams to help in their operations. It is designed to help in rocky terrains, and it can walk almost anywhere. If you want, you have to what do you say? You have to modify, like put some tracks on it, like for the grip, and you can also put some cameras or heat sensors to sense the survivor's body heat. Yeah, and you can also put some lights for visibility. It can also be used domestically to inspect small tight spaces.
You guys have any more plans for this robot? Like, will you enroll this robot to other competitions?
Actually, yeah, we're thinking about coding it with Arduino and adding some more aspects to it, and then sending it to more competitions.
All right. So for the next two questions, right, I would like to focus this question on more to Nathaniel. So I would like to ask, where do you get your inspirations from? And what are the main difficulties you faced in making this project a successful hit?
Actually, I got this inspiration from YouTube. While the walking robot is the triangle, so I tried to make it into a flat design. So I used a Lego model to test my theory, and then after that, when I saw that it can work, I made a robot prototype.
Mhm. What are the main difficulties you face in making this project?
The main difficulties that I had is that I didn't have the right tools or equipment for this project, and also I didn't have enough time, so I needed to stay up late at night to make it.
Indeed, there's a lot of big sacrifices you have to make, right? Like you have to sacrifice your time in be focused on making this project a successful one. Good job. So what values did you guys learn from this competition? Maybe the three of you can share this. Or maybe Ryan, you want to share this question?
No, no, thank you.
Oh, Kiko, how about you? I'm sorry, Ryan.
I'm sorry, my speaker actually glitched out. So what was the question again?
Um, what values did you learn from this competition?
Well, first that you have to believe in yourself, because to be honest, to be completely honest, I did not expect this at all. Because like our robot was like it's so painfully simple, and like because we were there during the judging session, and we had to watch the group before us present. So I was like, wow, this is like much more. Gives a much more bigger impact to the society than our robot. So I thought I kind of lost hope, not gonna lie. But like I'm still really happy, and I'm still trying to process it in my mind. Like, wow, we actually won this international competition. And next, you have to be creative sometimes. You have to be creative, but then sometimes you don't overlook stuff. You sometimes the best thing is just like really simple, and you overlook it because it's too simple, right? And like, no, this is not going to work, but it actually does. So yeah, those are the main two biggest things I've learned from this competition.
Yeah, so fun fact, I joined the judging session, and they answered the judges' question, and it really amazes the judges. They really steal the judges' attention. So good job to all of you. Grishma, you may carry on the interview for the second part.
Thank you, Jen. Let's move on to our beloved teacher, our teacher advisor for this project, Teacher Susan. Good morning, teacher. Let's begin with our first question. As
Okay.
the teacher, sorry. Let me continue. As their teacher advisor, how do you feel about their huge victory? And do you have any advice for the young innovators out there? What is your opinion regarding this question?
All right. Thank you, Krishma. Honestly, I am just trying to push my student to at least get a silver, because this one is another international competition. So far from the experience, we only able to got one bronze in the previous international competition. And some more, when I look at the participations, 24 countries, some countries is like China, they are so good in innovation. So if they can get a silver award in this competition, we feel like, very, very happy, because we so far never sent student up to this high level before. And then by the time when we do this hybrid between Kiko, Nathaniel, and Ryan, so because Ryan is only a primary student, so because we want him to expose more, And this will become one small weakness in our team. We have to take part in the secondary school level with one primary school student. So what worried me is the live judging. I scared if you guys are not able to answer up to that higher level. But to my surprise, when the judge, the Mexican judge, saying that you guys did a great job, I was like, okay, I think we have a hope. But I never thought that we can get gold, honestly, right? Okay, after
Yes.
being announced the gold
Yeah.
award, yeah, I was okay, fine, our session over, then can log off from the meeting already. After that, when they submit in the official result, I go and click in and look into the grand award. I just want to know who were the one. Sekali I see, SMO said, I was like, okay, I can't believe what I saw on the spot. Remember, I shouted in the group, and then you guys like, what is that? Even Ryan asked me, Mommy, I thought you said go award already. Why are you so happy for the second thing? He didn't even know what is a grand award for. So it was something that, during this pandemic, we couldn't meet each other. We are just using this kind of background, and then because of the teamwork, and also because of always think out of the box, that is something that making us moving forward. We don't always stay on to, okay, I'm Form 2, I stick on to the Form 2 syllabus. No, that is a no for us. The reason why we have this STEM club is we want to think big and do something great. Who cares, right? We just put all out. This is very important. Yeah. Congratulations to all of you. You make me feel so proud of you. Yeah.
I couldn't agree more, Teacher Susan. Thank you for being a wonderful teacher for SM All Saints. We are always very happy for your sacrifices. And let's move on to the second question. What is your secret in motivating your minions to soar higher and accept huge challenges? As a teacher, you must understand that we students have our challenges and obstacles. What do you think about that?
Well, I've been a student before. I was a very naughty student before. So one thing that we should have, never stop trying. Okay, people said, no, you can't do it. Who cares? We have the fire, we have the spirit in ourselves where we believe that we can do something more. We have to do it. We try to do it. And I always believe creativity is one important item that we must have. If you're not creative enough, you won't dare to go further. Just don't scared of trying something new. Fall down, pain, doesn't matter. Paling you cry for a while, people laugh at us, can? Who cares? They want to laugh at us, let them be. The most importantly is you know what you are doing and you believe in what you are doing. Can you believe that I'm this old and I still can get scholarship to study master? But don't worry, I still will be with you even though I'm going for my master study. This is something that important. Believe in you and you do. Don't try. You must do whatever you want in your dream. You want it in your dream, you have to do it yourself again and again and again. One method not successful, never mind. Try out. Because we cannot limit ourselves by our age. I'm 14, I only do 14 stuff. No. Who knows, one day when you are 16, you can beat 46, right? This is important. That's why science always tells us nothing is impossible. So we have to turn impossibility into possibility. You agree or not? Right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's from me.
That is very true, teacher. I couldn't agree more. I remember the day when you told us in the group chat that our school actually managed to grab an award higher than what we expected. I was really happy for our school's team. Thank you very much, Teacher Susan, and a big congratulations to our school team. Now let's move on. Jen Wong, go ahead.
All right. Thanks, Grishma. So now I would like to move our target to Mr. Andrew and also Puan Artina. My first question for both of you is, how do you feel about the achievements and how does it affect the school reputation? Mr. Andrew, maybe you can answer this first.
Right, thank you. Thank you, Jen. Okay, first of all, I want to congratulate Akiko, Nathaniel, and Ryan because you scored the gold award and also I think it's a top top prize, is the winner of the WISF, is it? It's a top prize, it's a premium prize. Okay, first of all, I want to say thank you to Osen School and then to Susan, and then because you involved Ryan to these competitions. Actually, for our school is we only try our first step to step into this STEM field. So actually, we do have discussions with Susan. We want to try a project in our garden field, but unluckily because of the pandemic, so we cancel the project. But luckily, Susan let Ryan to take part in this competition, WISF. So WISF, yes. So I think it's a good example, it's a good testimony for my students. Okay, like what Susan said, it's not about the age, it's about the interest, and it's about our teachers give them a chance to step into this STEM field. No wonder we can get prize or not, but the process is more important than this product and than this result. So this is a very agree with Susan. So I hope that Ryan is primary 6, but I think he will go to Osen. So next year, the year after, okay, if we want any help, maybe we want an exhibition in our school, we invite a STEM club from Osen, please come in. That's all.
On Artina, do you have anything to add on? You're muted. Your mic is muted. Yeah, it's muted.
Okay, can you hear me? Sorry.
Ah,
Yeah,
yes,
I can
yes,
hear
yes.
you.
Yeah, yeah, we can hear
Yeah,
you.
we can hear you. We can hear you.
First of all, I would like to congratulate all of the students, and of course, I'm happy also because it's not too late. Actually, I share the invite. The iklan to teacher Susan, which I got it from Mr. Sanjay. Mr. Sanjay is one of the in charge for the COCOM BSK at the KPM, Mr. Sanjay Paramere. We know each other for a long time ago since we in a sekolah cluster Kecimalangan. One good about Mr. Sanjay, he always share anything about the international program through email. So as a PK COCOM, new PK COCOM here, so, I want to share everything which can make the high impact. So as your teacher said, I mean, to win something is not important. As the principal said, Mr. Andrew, what important is your experience. So as one of the school administrators, of course, I am proud and happy of this achievement. And hopefully it will also serve as moral booster to other students as well. So not even from Akiko or Joshua, Ryan himself, it can contagious to other students. Maybe to I just share my experience. I come from the penyelara sekolah klasik Cemerlangan before at sekolah SMK Dasu Bito Juntin. So until now, what make me think as a teacher, as a heart, as a pendidik, is how we can bring for those students. Maybe in Olsen, I see the different perspective. Most of the students, maybe they can ability, from the moral support from the parents, they can afford. But in my experience, I did bring a poor student before, which come from the very poor student, never go up aeroplane. So when I brought this student, my experience in Indonesia, Jakarta that time. So I can see how the student come from kampung, very rural. They never this kind of experience. They're really happy. Then as a teacher lah that time, IM has their group during the time. I feel like something. I feel like to try. I come from the poor family also last time, but that's what Teacher Susan trying to say. Bukan halangan yang menidakkan semua. There's another pepatah. Bukan semua halangan menidakkan semua. So we can always try. We can always try. Tuhan pasti memberi jalan pada mereka yang berusaha. So believe that. Kan? Di mana ada kemauan, di situ ada jalan. But when you focus to the negative thing, pikiran sudah dipengaruhi oleh pikiran negatif, of course kita tidak akan boleh move to satu stage. Then there's the PK question here. So my wish, harapan saya, masa-masa akan datang akan banyak lagi perkongsian kepada semua pelajar untuk mengikut lebih banyak lagi. So there's another one I share with Teacher Suzanne. Teacher Suzanne want to go for further study. Tidak apa, mungkin ada pengganti. There's another one I said, I take the challenge. There's another one international level. So baru-baru ni there's another one for Munuk for the public speaking. They want to do the competition for all STEM lah, run by Chicago on this 31st of July. Just recently helped them to register. So which all STEM all the best. So sorry, terlalu panjang saya punya ucapan. This comes from my heart. What I'm saying this, tidak ada text. It comes from my heart. So once again, very proud of you guys. Teruskan perjuangan dari Open, dari DPM Sabah, dari PCDCC, of course, dari untuk keluarga dan diri sendiri. Thank you.
Thank you, Puan Artina. Okay, before I proceed on to the next question, I would like to say something to Mr. Andrew actually. So I know that St. James has a lot of very potential students. How do I say this? So we know that St. James has a lot of potential students. So don't be shy. You can welcome them to All Saints so that our STEM club can be more, be more bigger lah. All right. So now moving on to the second question. This is
so Jen,
I
interrupt a bit. That's a good request. I request to our Timbalan Pondorin, please add Osen as our St. James feeder secondary school. Please, thank you. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. This is actually requested by teacher Susan Ching, but never mind. So our second question for Mr. Andrew is, what will you do in order to encourage more young students to participate in these big competitions that surpasses their current syllabus?
Okay, thank you. Okay, for our very first step, okay, we try to reduce this kind of exam-oriented syllabus. And then the second thing is start from last year, we try to do our best in this PBL, what we call project-based learning and also the problem-based learning. So we try to improve their interest to get their self-study, okay, to expose their interest from this kind of learning style. So this is our first step. The second step, sure, is our testimony from a youngster. Sure, is a good testimony. And then the third step, so okay, for Atina, please, any info, let me know. Yeah, I knew Atina a long time ago. She shared a lot of things to me. Yeah, this is our focus because our school have a first step in this TS25 program. So our new policy for our blueprint for next year is STEM. Our whole school we're running a STEM policy. Okay, we add an A in this STEM. Okay, we add the attitude and art inside the STEM. So this is our STEM. Okay, so this is our first step, very first step. Yeah. Thank you.
Juan and Tina, anything to add on? Oh, thank you, Mr. Andrew.
I think I agree with Mr. Andrew. Yeah, first of all, sharing is important lah. So from the sharing experience from the student, it might be some contagious to others. Yeah, that's I noticed lah. That's why I ever talk in the leadership conference where my speech about how the MP3 contagious others. MP3 mean mentor to peer, peer to peer. Everybody can become mentor. Everybody can become peer to peer. So meaning meaning to say in all sense, you have the STEM club already, kan? So you can peer to other students who want to get experience the feeling how they can involve in international level. The feeling is totally, of course, totally different. I can tell you because I saw this before. I can feel something you're feeling. It's not about you can gain something money or whatever, but the feeling is something to hard to explain how. So yeah, sharing is important. So don't stop sharing. Yeah, positive vibe. Yeah, that's all.
Okay. Thank you, Juan Artina. So I will move on to the last part, Grishma.
Yes. Thank you, Jen. Let's begin with Madam Doreen. Hello, good morning. I was notified that you are quite urgent now. You need to leave soon. However, I will start with you first. As someone very experienced in the education field, do you think the current way we are educating young students is to fully prepare themselves for the 21st century obstacles are by participating in events like the ones that our school have participated in? What do you think about that, Madam Doreen?
Yeah, okay, thank you, Grishma. A very good morning to all. Can you hear me? Is it
yes,
clear?
I can.
Yeah,
Very clear.
Yeah, okay, thank you. Okay, right. First of all, I would like to express my gratitude to SMK Ulsan for giving me a chance in participating in this session. Thank you to Dr. Mary, the principal of SMK Ulsan. And then congratulations to SM Ulsan for building up this club. As a way for students to become innovative and creative. It's a very good effort, actually. Yeah, congratulations. Right, and also I would like to congratulate Ryan, Akiko, and Nathaniel, for winning a gold medal and second in the overall ground award for the World Innovating Science Fair. It is a great achievement, as it is an international level. And congratulations also to teacher Susan, whom had guided the student, Mr. Andrew, and also Puan Artina for the great support. All right, we go back to the question, Yes, I do agree. I do agree that there are many limits, for both the young and also adult experience in the 21st century. Right, for example, some may not have access to the internet still or minimal access, while others may not even own gadgets that can cater to the requirement of current apps and also net function. The beauty of innovation, is that you don't need technology, alone to be innovative. Right? What is more important are thinking skills, such as critical thinking and also creativity, right? As well as a keen interest to participate and learn. Anyone can innovate, and the possibilities are limitless for as long as we choose to strive towards finding solutions. Okay? World Innovation Science Fair is an example, right? For activities carried out by various organizations and also recognizes bodies. Okay, it's not only develop student abilities and competency, but to test them as well through innovation, creation, and challenges. Okay? Let's look at how we educating young students. these days, right? Schools and teachers are encouraged to carry out 21st century activities that incorporate sharing, collaboration, technology, research, and projects. Okay, students learn through tasks, okay, and challenges set before them. So we minimize just giving answers to students and encourage students to find the answer for themselves. Okay, that's what we do in our 21st century learning, yeah, with the introduction of PBL, okay, or problem-based learning, innovative learning, and also more in our curriculum, right? We are no longer rely on traditional method of teaching. These different types of learning models help students meet the challenge of 21st century. Okay, landscape, and we hope everyone works together to move further and into the world that technology savvy and access friendly. Okay, I think that's all for the first question.
Yes, thank you very much. I agree a lot with your opinion. As someone that is very immersed into PBL as well, I can totally agree that we cannot rely on old methods anymore. So now we are in the new modernized version of our lives as students. Thank you very much for your opinion. Good morning, Madam. Yes, good afternoon, not good morning anymore. Good afternoon, Madam Elsie. What is your opinion regarding this question as well?
Thank you very much, the two moderators, Ms. Krisma and Mr. Jen Wong. Thank you very much for inviting me as well in this meet today, this afternoon. First, I'd like to address Puan Artina, the PK Cockum of SM Sense, and of course, first and foremost, Puan Doreen, our timbalan. Sorry, Puan Doreen. Yeah, my fault. So Puan Doreen, our timbalan, representing Puan PPD. Yeah, thank you for being able to also come together. Mr. Andrew, the headmaster of SJKC St. James, Puan Susan, your advisor for this group. And well done to the students, Akiko, Nathaniel, and Ryan, for winning being the second, what is it? The second runner-up. What did you all win?
The
Gold?
second grand award and the gold
Okay.
award. Yeah.
The gold
Thank you.
award and the second
Grand
what
award.
is it? Grand award. See, there is no number one, number two, second
No.
grand award. Yeah, that is
Yeah.
better than being the second runner up. Okay, so congratulations to all of you. And this is a good effort being done by both All Saints Secondary School and SJKC St. James for being able to gather two different level of thinkers. Yeah, so my thoughts on the second question is which is I support what Puan Doreen said just now. Well, I'm all in for innovation. I'm very into innovation. I was like thinking where I've met Puan Artina before. I remembered meeting her somewhere. So it was in an innovation competition. Yeah, Puan Artina, I remembered seeing you. She's also very into innovation. So I remembered seeing you with Dr. Shirley at YB Jennifer Lasimbang's office, and they were actually also in a competition, yeah, for state level competition. So your SM Olsen is very fortunate to have Puan Artina working now at SM Olsen's. Okay, and I'm happy, and I'm all in to support that students from SJKC St. James should go to All Saints. Yeah, so Puan Doreen, keep that in mind. Make us St. James to be the feeder school for All Saints. Yeah, these two people should do a lot of things together in innovation side. So it's also supporting my STEM part. Yeah, and I'm very, very happy because Andrew is doing a lot to promote STEM in the school. Okay, so as Puan Doreen said, innovation is actually in STEM. STEM education is actually to promote innovations. So what you people are showing now is actually the product of this type of education. Like Puan Susan, Puan Andrew, Puan Artina is promoting these attitudes through STEM to build up confidence in students and the ability to be able to empathize, to be able to become a person who are able to define problem. Okay, so when you are doing innovation, you should be following this type of strategies where you empathize the problem that is faced by people. Like, how did you build your robot? Because you have this issue about trying to help people who have issues or have problems, who are facing problems environmentally. Like you said just now, it can be used for earthquake, when you have earthquake happening, when you have this, you are looking for things which are hidden in tiny holes, and so you can use your robots to do that, instead of human being, because human being are able to go through very minute places. So I'm sure when you are thinking of doing an innovation, you should start with a problem, right? So you are empathizing people with problem. So after that, you are building idea by discussing with your peers, and it's very good because you are able to put in a student from primary school, not just from secondary school. So all of these things are 21st century skills, which I see very much projected by all of you. Okay, so I think that's it for now. Back to the moderators.
Thank you very much, Madam Elsie. Such a very open-minded response from you. Thank you. Let's move on to our foremost question, and that is for our final question for the PPD and the high authority members. What is your vision for the next generation of genius in our country, which will soon be the pillars of our land? Do you think we can make our country increase better? Oh, sorry, what am I saying? Apologies. Do you think that we can skyrocket Malaysia's name into the international level in the future? What is your opinion? Let's begin with Madam Dory. Let's start.
Right. Thanks again. Yeah, for the second question. Right. My vision for the next generation of genius in our land is first to have a good character. Right. Good character determines on what an individual, whether genius or not, does for themselves and others. Right. The most productive and actively contributing person in our society is one that we have as well. Right? Don't be selfish, right? And treat others well. In other words, of it is good values, right? A youngster that's full of knowledge without good values will be a person like the machine without soul, right? Okay. So, secondly, is that future generation will be able to sustain the positive pillars placed by their forefathers through smart and hard work. My hope is that they will be able to innovate new ways to grow the economy and our country develop the nation as a whole. Don't leave others out, right? So I think that's all from me. Thank you.
Yes, thank you
And then
very
keep
much.
fighting. Keep fighting.
Don't worry, we will. For future generations, we will definitely fight until the best. Thank you very much, Madam Doreen. Madam Elsie, final question for you. What is your opinion?
Yeah, thank you very much. So my opinion for the next future generation, the geniuses, as you said it, will be individuals who are proactive, resourceful, and as Puan Timbalan said, who have good values, who are not snobbish. As Puan Susan said in one of her talk, there are 1% geniuses, but 99% hard work. Okay, so they are 1% who are born geniuses, but not all are geniuses. But geniuses are produced through hard work. Yeah. So once a genius is built, is born, a person who are successful shouldn't be a person who are proud of themselves, but who are willing to, as I said just now, who are willing to be able to empathize with a lot of people, with other people, regardless of how high a person has achieved in their life, but are still people who are grounded and able to use their genius mind, their product, to help others. And I hope that you all of you here, not just the three of you who have received those 2 grand awards, but also Jan Wong and Krisma and everyone, your friends from All Saints and your Ryan's friend from SJKC St. James, will be able to bring up the name of PPDKK to the next level through the support and assistance and facilitation of your headmaster, Mr. Andrew, Puan Mary, through Puan Atina, and of course Puan Susan, even though she is going to further her studies soon, but I'm sure that she will still be, her heart and soul will still be there to help the students in all sense. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Madam Elsie. Now, let me add on a little question of mine, a very small question of mine. Do you think there will be any possibility that there will be a coding hub in the PPDKK session? What I'm trying to elaborate is that, do you think that we will have an association where it will focus more on coding and it will, like, how do I say, to generate the future generations to be more experienced in the technological field? Do you think there will be such things in the future?
What, Doreen, would you like to answer that?
Yeah, either way, it's the same.
I think it's better for you, Elsie, as the Pujalaras of STEM in the PPD.
Yes, thank you very much for bringing that question up in front of our boss. Yeah, that'd be a nice thing to do. Yeah, that'll be a next the next thing that we should endeavor on. Yeah, that will not be hard to do, since we have people here who are already using coding in this field and who have shown success for using coding in your innovation. Yeah, just wait. We'll do that, and we will invite you all to share with your fellow students. All right?
Thank you. That's amazing. Now, allow me to, I'll just let you know that actually our school is going to send a few more groups for this international innovation competition soon. It's the ISIF, we are also known as the Indonesian Science Innovating Fair. Now, we would just like your good luck and support so that we can ensure that our school will do the best for Malaysia. Please give us some words of encouragement as higher authorities. What do you think? Okay, Madam Elsie?
Let me ask Puan Doreen to say the few words of encouragement before I say it. Yeah.
Noted. Madam Doreen, apologies.
All right, again. All right. Okay. Yeah. I think as from PPD, we are really encourage students to go for international level, and then keep on fighting, and also keep giving something to show that your abilities, to show that you can do it, right? So it's a for us, it will be a very good achievement, not for yourself only, but to your schools and also to the district and also to the state and as Malaysian, right? So for me, for us in PPDKK, our support is always with you. Okay, our support will always be with you, and then we will try our best. We will try to give something, for example, like guidance, right? We have like what LC, right? What LC and the team to support you all, right? And then I think, yeah, just go ahead, keep fighting, and I'm sure luck will be with you all, right? Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much. Madam Elsie, let's conclude this session. Could you please give us some of your good inspirations and support so we can do our very best?
I'm sure that you are all very, very inspired. I can see it from your eyes, from your features of your faces, that you are all very motivated, and I'm very confident that with the support behind you all, the facilitators with Madam Susan as your facilitators, I think you will go all out to win more awards. And I know Mr. Andrew is also a very good supporter of his student. I know that most of there are a lot of innovation being done by the schools from records. So he is also you're all also very lucky because he is there to support you. And as Puan Doreen said, we are there for you. You can ask us for any help, that we will try to do our best to help you all. Yeah, all the best.
Thank you. Okay, now before I really irritate all of you out, this is a very final question. I promise it's the last question of them all. This is for Mr. Andrew. Is Mr. Andrew here? Hello, sir. This question is for you, actually. It's from a certain somebody. Mr. Andrew, will your STEM garden be carried out soon? This is a question from a very familiar face of yours. Not from me, but someone else here. What is the answer?
Sure. The material is in our school now. The material is in our school now. Yeah, sure. Because I think that this is it's a quite good platform for our students. It's not only for competitions, but it's not only for innovation, but it's a place, it's a field, it's a stepstone for our school to have outside all these authentic world learning. Sure. And then one more words to...
Hey, Mr. Andrew, please share with us later. That might be your school can be one of the showcase in KK.
Right. Sure. Yeah. And then the final words for you to go to this ISIF, is it? ISIF. So let all the adults don't kill your curiosity, but you yourself also don't kill your curiosity. And then always remember that, like Atina said, sharing is a good practices. So, and then the final thing is make yourself as a problem solver. Okay. So link all these dots and then make it connect. And then I think you will see success in every field. That's all.
Thank you, sir. So much good luck has been with our students now. As a student myself, I feel very motivated based on your great words and good luck and success. I wish you all the best for your school. Thank you very much. Now this is an invitation from teacher Susan. Actually, she said, invite Mr. Andrew for ISIF2. She is inviting you to join our competition that we will be participating in next is the Indonesian Science Innovative Fair. Now, teacher Susan would like to invite you. On behalf of SM All Saints, we would like to invite you to join this particular thing. Come and be our supporter from behind the scenes. What do you think, sir?
So I just...
Yes, we got a thumbs up.
Yeah, I at the same time I'm joining this interview, and at the same time in another windows I search what is ISIF. So I just get all the information. Yeah, sure.
No worries.
What about us?
Thank you.
What about us, Prisma?
You are, of course, invited as well. You are invited, don't worry. Always invited. You are always our supporters from behind the scenes, and which we will
Thank you.
appreciate in the future as well. Thank you very much for all your excellent responses. Let me pass this to my second Jian Wang. Go ahead.
Okay, since we're already in this stage, I would just like open a very quick Q&A session for every one of you. So you maybe Akiko, you can ask Ryan, Mr. Andrew, you can ask Teacher Susan, or you guys can also ask us questions as well. We two moderators, we are fine. You can ask us anything actually. Any questions?
Can I? Oh, so
yes, what is
ask
it?
first.
Food.
I'd like to ask the three innovators of this product. I actually haven't seen the product that you have done. Have you actually tried it live?
Yeah, we actually showed it live during the session.
Yeah, I was like I missed the queue. Puan Susan told me it was between 7:40 to about 10 minutes, right? So actually I entered before 7:40, but when I entered, it was already Mexico's turn. Yeah, it was already Mexico's turn being interviewed. So yeah, I didn't actually, but maybe later on, maybe you all can share us the video of the recording, so that Puan PPD, Puan Tanya will be able also to take a look at it. Yeah.
Okay, sure.
Okay.
I will make sure they send the video to you all, to Mr. Andrew and also to the PPD lah.
So a quick look. This is the robot right here. So this is the robot. It can move this leg around, so that I can walk. And the inside is like this. There's a PCB inside, and then two motors driving the two legs independently, and it's powered by a 9-volt battery.
Are you all going to use this for the competition in Indonesia as well?
We will do some
Maybe.
modification.
Yeah. Maybe like add Arduino, like to add more parts.
I see. Okay. Okay.
Nat,
the rest.
you have the video to show them or not? The short video of the movement. Do you have it with you now?
I cannot show now, I think. Later lah.
Okay,
Later I
never mind.
share in
Never
the
mind.
WhatsApp group.
Ryan just now wanted to ask something. Ryan.
Oh no,
Ah,
no, I
yes, go.
accidentally opened my mic.
Akiko, you have anything to ask?
Yeah, I do actually. You know, like coding it's growing, like the field, because like more stuff around this, and of course for the innovation, you have to have like some sort of coding experience, somewhat. So a question for Ryan. You want to
Yes,
share any of your coding experience?
my coding experience.
Yes.
So how I started off coding is that one day I was in school, okay? Because in SJKC St. James, when you're like primary two, you get to choose like something like a kokum lah for you to do. Like there's coding, there's like martial arts and stuff. So I chose coding and wushu, which is something like martial arts. So every Friday, I think it's Friday, I would go upstairs to like one of the classrooms to do coding lah, okay. Then we will all start off by using code.org, which is a coding website for beginners. The coding isn't really that hard. You don't need to type. It's just like blocks, step by step, and the website will teach you. And if you have any questions, you can also ask the teacher. So after doing code.org for a while, our coding teacher told me, let us try out Scratch. Scratch is like a coding website, which is you can use it to code games. make animations and other things. So the first thing we started off doing is like a simple game, which is a maze. So teacher Tommy showed us a YouTube video of like how you can make a simple maze game in Scratch. So we did all the steps and we made a simple maze game after that. And soon after that, we're not doing coding at our school anymore. Then we moved to Zhonghua. Okay, so then teacher Tommy asked me if I wanted to do like what's that? One of like the chips thingy I forgot. Then I s- then
Your
I
microbit.
yeah, the microbits. Then right, I did like some simple things on a microbit, make some like cool animation smiley face on a microbit. And I soon made a game on microbit, which is like a Flappy Bird game reference. But yeah, and then after that, slowly and sooner, I moved on to Arduino, and I made my very own product, which is the Smart Hedge Tool, which is like an automatic plant water, which is you plug the thing into your soil, so whenever checks that the soil is dry, it will automatically water the soil so that you don't have to do it. And yeah, that is my coding experience. And after, oh yeah, not yet. After all that, we have MC also. We cannot do coding, and I haven't done coding in like after a long time already. Then all of a sudden, teacher Vincent asked me if I wanted to learn Python. So my mom was like, "Go ahead." So every Thursday I will go to his house and do Python and learn Python, and I'm learning till this day.
Thank you for your sharing. I actually, when I was younger, I also wanted to try coding because like, and then like the computer subject got like discontinued before I reached primary 6, so I never really got to try Scratch. So thank you.
Okay.
You're welcome.
Teacher Susan, any question?
Okay. I got this little bit video from Nat. So do you want? Can I share screen, Jane? The video. I want to show you guys.
Yeah,
Is
sure.
it possible to share screen?
I-
Okay. Let me see.
All right.
You
yeah,
have to enable me.
Yeah,
Because the host is able.
I already enabled you.
Okay.
Already.
All right. Thank you. So this is the. Can you all see the screen? Is it clear? Okay. So this is the short video that Nat sent to me. Okay. This is what he is trying to do a demonstration at home to show that the movement is a simple robot, but it actually can overcome a lot of big problems. It can even move smoothly on the slope. And most of the material that they are using is actually environmental friendly, recycled material. And then when I just looked through, I remember last time this is something that in Ryan Primary 3. He was one of the little kids from St. James invited by Kepai the other day to showcase his little bit of the microbit product. And he was able to make our XCM to play games with him and also do the running. Macam he got show something on the running by using all his microbits. Actually, we are quite encouraged the young people, young people to take part and to learn on the simple coding stuff. Sometimes because this is the era. Okay, they are born with all these technology genetic in them. Okay, so as a parents, as a teacher, so maybe what we can do is just to control the limit. Sometimes students ask me, teacher, we want to play game. For your information, I myself play games also. I play hack version of Pokemon as well, so that I can fly all over the countries to catch the Pokemon that I like. So if we are able to control ourselves, don't laugh at me. I got a lot of VC because of the hack version. So why do we actually encourage kids nowadays to play some game? Because that is one way to make our thinking more creative actually. sometimes we need this kind of encouragement, just that you guys have to limit yourself with the proper limitation and your self-discipline. Playing games somehow can help you to think further, to think something that out of our mind. This is important. Yeah. So this is something from me lah. Keep on the good job. We were working together. Yeah. Thank you.
Mr. Andrew, any question?
Yeah, I'm very agree with what Susan said, because nowadays the new generation, they're born with this what we call is a digital era one. So for my school, during this pandemic, we run our coding class. We never stop them, even though they are doing in Google Meet or Google Class or by video conferencing. Yeah, we are still running this game. This coding club. So this is our second year. Yeah, last year we joined this Serigaya, who have competitions for international. And then this year we plan to do it individually, to planning a coding competitions, whether in state level or international level or national level state. Yeah, very agree with Susan. And then gaming now is a good teaching tools for our new generation. Youngster, we always blame that they are almost the time playing the game. They are not, because they need some adult to teach them how to benefit them by using the gadget, the digital tools. Gaming is a good field. Yeah, thank you.
Doreen, any question?
Yeah, can I ask question too? Now I'm asking the question to the students, not to the teachers.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Us as adults and us as teachers as well. How do you want, what advice would you like to give to the teachers in terms of how we can assess your ability of learning? As you see, people assess your participation, assess you through your participation in classes, in online classes. But I'm sure that you are also learning in spite of you being able to attend or not face-to-face instruction with your teacher. Behind the classroom, behind your teacher, there is still learning, like what you're doing now, like what teacher student showed what Ryan is doing. Through playing games, you are actually learning. So how would you prove to teachers that you are actually doing learning, even though you are not attending the class? How would you tell us that you are actually learning? What are the example to tell your teachers that, hey, I'm learning even though I'm not in your classroom most of the time? If the classes are done maybe 2-3 times a week for 2 hours, some of the classes you are not able to attend, fine. But you want to show the teachers your learning is being done. How would you like to tell us that? I'm wondering. Anybody can answer us.
In my opinion lah, my own mere opinion, participation in classes is still very important, even though you're doing learning in the back. Not attending, like not skipping lah, but like if you can attend like 2-3 few classes, that's fine, but you have to have a reasonable reason for it. But as for how you're going to prove it, maybe, well, for me lah, you would you know, like the homework, you even if you don't participate in classes, you'd have to do the homework to show the teacher that, hey, I actually understand what you're teaching, what's going on, and I'm not just not going to your classes for fun. Like, you know, to show them that you're actually learning. And maybe for like things like this, like science, maths, extra, you can go what's the word? Participate in extracurricular activities. You know, there's a lot of online quizzes and decathlons and stuff going around nowadays since it's like the pandemic era. It's all going on online, but still participation is still number one lah.
Thank you very much, Akika. What about you, Krisma? Would you like to say something?
I have the similar opinion with Akiko actually. You see, education is number one. That is definitely, education is number one. Participation in class is definitely important. But you see, some of these things, right, when they say learning, learning is a very general word. You see, you can learn through many different things. You can show that your parents maybe some, you see, my father is someone that really loves to tell me general knowledge anytime, anywhere. He would just randomly look at the mountain and say, how high do you think it, where do you think is the highest mountain in the world? He will just randomly ask, he will casually ask. So at the same time, you're learning actually as to how you are proving it. You see, there are many ways to prove how you understand. One is that by Akiko saying, you see, for example, like mathematics, it's a very complicated subject, actually. In my opinion, it's a very complicated subject. However, if you take time to actually understand, to process, and to try out many different ways, you can actually, you will be shocked even that you actually understand what you're learning. You just need time. Exactly what Akiko has said. You handed in your homework. A bit late, that's fine. But as long as you handed it in with the correct ways and materials and that you actually showed that you understand, I just need time. That's basically it, I would say, in my opinion. Thank you.
Thank you. What about Ryan?
Yeah?
Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
sorry,
Yeah,
Elsie.
yeah.
But
Okay.
when this session, when come to this session, I think when hearing from them, from Akiko just now, Grishma, the opinion, it makes me think of something that we can do. What we can do in PPD, right, Elsie? Yeah, it's like a student voice. Yeah, student voice. Yeah. Yeah. This is good actually. This is very good, where we can hear what they're feeling, what they're thought, right? And then one more thing that actually PPD is planning to do is we're going to have something like satu sesi. It's like a dialogue, yeah. It's like a dialogue with all the pelajar-pelajar Cemerlang, yeah, with the pelajar-pelajar Cemerlang. So it's not only those who are in Cemerlang in SPM, but a team like yours. What I mean is like their achievement in international level, or for example, like Ryan, Kiko just now, Nathaniel, okay, and then this club also. It makes me okay a bit of thinking of something. Yeah, this is very good. This is actually very good. Yeah, a very good session for the students to come out with their voice and then what they want, right? What they want. So I think we can carry out this LC, yeah? Or maybe Sir Andrew with the help of MGB, right? Okay, right? Okay, so that's all. Thank you.
Okay. Anyone else would like to add into the discussion about just now before we give it to this session back to the moderators? I am the one. I'm the MC now.
In addition,
Oh, teacher.
Ryan
in
wants to say
addition to
something.
what
Let Ryan say
No,
something.
no.
No,
I
again,
don't
Ryan.
really have. No, I don't really have. Okay, so in my opinion, lah. Okay, if you really want to show your teacher like your that you're learning, wait, I don't really know because I don't really have opinion on this because most of the teachers in class don't really like me because I'm very
Huh?
naughty in class.
My God.
It's just like my English teacher lah. Like you guys last time, right? I was really naughty. I threw a pencil box from like the third floor downstairs, then kena marah by one of the PK. That's one of the then I kena rotan by my hand really hard. Or that like that one time, or I like one time I do something naughty with my friends. I forgot what already, right? Then kena meet principal with meet the Andrew. Okay, so, and I don't really know what to say on about this question lah. All I can say is that I don't know. I really don't know about this one.
Thank you, Ryan. What about you,
Okay,
Nathaniel?
Ryan. Okay,
In
let
addition
me
to
help some. Okay, let me help
Mother.
Ryan to answer this. Ryan, maybe you can share your experience on how you learn something through your YouTube life from nothing become something. Do you think that by making your own video and the progress in making your own YouTube video and also maybe the skill of editing in YouTube is such a way of self-learning as well?
Yeah, I agree because when I during the MCO, right, I was bored. I have nothing to do, so I decided to like start a YouTube channel. At first off, I started off small with only like a mere 4 subscribers, and that time my editing skills weren't really good. I didn't know some good. I didn't know good camera angles. I didn't know how to add music. I didn't know how to download music and green screen effects. But then after an entire year of my YouTube career, I can say that I have improved a lot in camera angles, lighting, green screen effects, editing, and and gain some confidence because whenever you record a video, right, you have to stand in front of the camera, then you have to look at your face. Sometimes when you don't really like how your face looks, your confidence will drop. That happens to me every day because every day I wake up, I look at the mirror and then I look at myself. So so in conclusion, I can say that starting off this YouTube channel from something small to big is a really good self-learning process, and I hope many people can learn from this as well.
Yeah, as a conclusion to his learning, actually, Ryan did help me a lot on the editing stuff because because I'm a writer for Pelangi Publisher as well, they used to ask me to do some online advertisement, something like that. But I don't know how to use the green screen, all this editing. So previously, the video that I post or sent over to Pelangi, actually that was one of the product all edited by Ryan himself. I just need to record. And then he was the one who helped me do all the editing, record, and add in what BGM or something like that. And now he is even teaching me how to use the green screen. The first green screen experience, Singa Mata, that one. We judging, remember that one? Yeah, we judging. Yeah, luckily he borrowed me his studio. Then only I'm having that experience. Yeah, I think this is something that the youngster nowadays, what we can learn from them. Yeah, he even know how to use the hack version of the what kind master or something like that. They're really good in that lah. Yeah.
Yeah. Good learning for us as well, and we need that feedbacks actually to do interventions and what next to do in PPD. And maybe I think when I look at Andrew, he is also like, his brain is like, oh, what can I do with this informations for my student, and the way how the teachers can assess the students in the class. It's not just through quizzes or exam questions. It can be done many other ways, right, Andrew? These are things that administrators should be looking at, not just looking at the black and white result coming from your exam papers or test papers. There are so many other ways to assess a student's learning. Yeah. Yeah, that's it from me. I think Nathaniel want to say something. Do you want to say something, Nathaniel? No.
Yeah, in addition to what Akika and Ryan said, I think that project-based learning is also very important because that you can actually learn the skills for in future and in your life. You can use it instead of just like exams, like for example RBT, you can use project-based learning to evaluate a student instead of like exams. And also I find that learning through YouTube is also very useful because a lot of what I have learned now to make the robot and stuff, actually I learned from YouTube. And also I love reading books, and especially ones with pictures where I can really take up the information from there.
Yeah, thank you so much. I'm sure from this, both of us from PPD have learned a lot from your sharing. Thank you so much for having us here. Back to the real
Oh,
moderators.
all right. So before we end today's session, let me just stop this recording first.